man them on the street corner are the criminals, but the real criminals are in suits and ties, selling arms to crazy countries around the world. War is profitable. Murder is profitable. What are we gonna do about that? What can we build?
In fact, until each of us becomes our own leader, we really don't have much of a chance of changing anything. And so that should be our desire to develop ourselves so that we can lead ourselves.
I vision a city covered in grime, spray paint and crime. I could draw it from my mind deep inside the cracked walls as a kid with mad thoughts. These politicians are bought force faster than unborn children. Banks scores for filming for the filament, pillaging without the beard or axe. Solid wood for prime ministers, but give this mother a flat pack, minus a dad. Kindness is sad, it leads to losses, what a fad. Evil prevails in this field, is proper mad. Copper bag, coppers moving proper mad. These kids can't breathe, let's cuff them while they're stabbed. Shopping for some meds, my mind's messed, depressed and fed up. I couldn't understand, so I read up. We walked two different paths, look where it led us, so far from a leg up. And I ran away from my problems, replaced them with carnage. 3 grams of the finest, just a young brain, what would we tarnish? Permanent stains in jeans, this shit is varnish. Put it in a bag, bare nose like acid and carbon. Massive arson, burn out cars, leave evidence inside them. I see red, eyes of a Martian, weight of the world on my head like Parton. Dolly figure on a bad one, birds and the bees like Martin. See me riddle but make sense, fake friends that never make ends meet ends, pretend, pre-sense. Sending out the lovers in the ground, fallen soldiers in this battle lost but they're never ever found. My head's been in the clouds, catching planes to another life. Magic mushy's got me thinking twice, that's the bitter price. Gotta figure life before I'm old and brittle, looking for a little light, I'm not a quitter, right? And I watched as the gods took goods from the hands of buds. Crumbs for these bums undercover at the mums, meeting at the rocks, sucking buckets, took socks, causing ruckus. Someone took us from our homes we were misplaced in. I'm looking at the sun after the darkest days, holding on my breath while I spark this haze. And I made it past the stress, this is hard to fake. I was living on a search for my mind at stake, and I've really been depressed, proper, far from brave. But now I'm proud I'm on the ground, I really dodged the grave. And I promise if you're strong, then you can find a way. And I've always been lost, but now it's time to stay. Yeah, now it's time to stay. And I'm shelling on the mic, yeah, with the hardest pace. And they don't wanna see me win, watch me grind away. I smoke floors for a living till I buy my fate. And I'm a lucky lad from the north, this is far from great. See my ex-bed text, she said she misses sweet talk like too fake. Whipping up this money like it's souffle, forgetting about the past. I know I've got to smile and make a new day. I was necking bottles, acting silly on a Tuesday. Now I couldn't care less what the rest think, I'm the best in the scene. Try step, I leave you on a drip, broke taps, no floor fact. All your fans are your bros, that's broke back. So what, you've got no traction like wet socks. She comes back twice, young got money in her bed rocks. I'm hungry